Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amry. Thank you for stopping in. If you're new, welcome. If you've been here a long time, happy to have you back. Now, we had quite the challenging week. We experienced some things and we definitely had lots to do, so let's get right into it. I had promised a shortcake update and I'm not forgetting about that. It's just taking me a little longer than I had planned. So that'll be coming in a couple days. I'm going to go ahead and leave her out of this video so that she can have her own spotlight. We'll get into that a little bit later. Remember when I said Shorty had a whole bunch of big things happening? I kind of haven't been filling you in. And I don't have any videos. The things are happening though. I'm gonna leave you on edge this week just because I want to see what crazy guesses there are. So go ahead and leave it in the comments. Put your guess. What do you think's happening with Shorty that's such a big deal? I'm making a big deal about it. And no, he's not for sale. He won't ever be for sale. But I'm not the one riding him. And he is still on the property with me. So what do you think's happening? Leave it in the comments. The specific reason this week was so busy was because Titan is in an upcoming sale where the deadline is approaching soon, and I usually have a little bit more time to get things together, but we were kind of cutting it close on Titan, so had to make a point to get lots of sale videos and pictures. Trying to get some pictures of Titan and videos for a sale coming up of him, and it's raining. Rain or shine. Raining, not everywhere, but raining somewhere, so keeping the camera safe. Also trying to tan the legs, peep my very white legs. We're working on it. I'm a horse trainer. I wear pants all day. Just cover a tree. Good camera. It's like coming down, but not really. I'm already stuck out here, so I gotta try to make it back. Get under some shade. As a seller, I think I can do my best job to represent and show these horses off in a video. That way buyers can know what they're getting. I really want to show every detail of the horse and accurately represent them. That way people know what they're getting. Videos are awesome, pictures are amazing. It's what we can do to show our horses off, especially in this digital age. I do want to say on any one of our horses, when I do put a video up, still call me, ask questions, see if this horse is the right fit for you, because we are here to find these horses their perfect home, and we want to do the best job. But you've got to call and ask your questions and do the buyer's responsibility and just make sure the horse will fit you. We'll show you everything they can do, and then you got to tell us if that horse will fit you. So at the beginning of the week, I had two newbies show up, one human and one horse. I have not officially introduced the pair, and that's okay. I'm gonna make a point to do that in this upcoming video. We're getting everything worked out on that end, so I wanna make sure we're all good to go. But let me just tell you, my newbie was super helpful this week, and with her help and some help of some other friends, we got lots and lots of videos done. I even decided let's get Bones and Billy done while we're at it, so we were tag teaming and getting lots of sale videos done. Here is a sneak peek on all the sale videos we got. There might even be some bloopers, so enjoy. I'm working hard to get Titan's official video all put together, and then of course I love making the shorts and all those things to show him off. That will come. We have a few more videos and pics to get, so keep an eye out for that. I always leak the tea first to YouTube, so be subscribed, hit that notification bell. I'm always going to tell you guys things first here on YouTube. You have that advantage, and I owe that to you guys because you've done so much for me. But another platform I like using is Facebook. And if you're here for the C&A Horses content and you like all the horsey things, go and check out our Facebook page right here, QR code. And you might enjoy that as well. I kind of just post some daily updates, and I want you guys to get to know some of our horses that are up and coming. That way when you see them on a sale video, you're like, hey, I saw that horse on a Facebook reel 3 years ago learning how to rope the dummy, and now they're at the first jackpot, and that's pretty cool. In between all the sale videoing, we can't forget about the young ones. They need worked too. So like I said, Shortcake, we'll get to her. She's gonna have her own spotlight. But right now, Cisco and I do both have 2-year-olds. He has Blue Jean and I have Carrot Cake. And these are personal horses that we've got to work with since they're babies. So it's really fun and extra rewarding to see them progress because you've been with them since the start. So here is a video of Cisco and I going on our first official trail ride outside. Really exciting on these young ones. Blue Jean and Carrot Cake did awesome. I mean, I'll brag a little bit, but they're still colts. They act broke at times, but they're still colts, so I do have a funny little story, and I kind of captured the first part of it on clip. So let me show you the first part, and then I'll fill you in on what happened.
The testers. Will they make your horse buck today? Alan, your horses try to get us bucked off all the time.
Okay, Farm on Route 66, you're sponsoring this part of the video. But we are on our ride, our 2-year-olds are doing awesome. Sometimes it's just really fun. Take a good horse that they can follow and just let them get out and move their feet. Sometimes when you keep them in arenas and round pens for too long, they just don't think they can go anywhere and they get locked up. So we love going outside. But sometimes when you go outside, you run into things that you cannot control. And there is a neighbor that we have that has quite a few rescue horses, which is awesome. Good for her. Thanks for rescuing them. They are very healthy and they're very, very full of energy and all the things. So there's 2 in particular, and I have named them the testers because if they get the opportunity, they will test your horse and see if your horse wants to buck you off. So Alan is involved because he's the one that gave these horses, sold them to the neighbor. And every time we ride past him, me and Cisco, sometimes we cuss you a little bit, Alan, when they're testing our horses. But it's all in good fun. It kind of makes me laugh because what do? You gotta put your colts through things like that. But what happened was we rode up on them. We're riding through. There's lots of commotion. There's houses. There was a truck going by, a concrete truck. And we're riding, and these 2 tester horses that have the whole pasture come running full speed up to the fence, and Carrot Cake and Blue Jean get really excited and take off running, and we got to do our 1-ring stops and get their feet moving and just regain control of them so that nothing dangerous happens. And it was all funny. It was good in the end, but we cussed you, Alan, for a second and laughed at our 2-year-olds getting a moment of training, but they regained confidence, and that's what we're here for. We're here to expose our horses to all the things in the book. So that's just my funny story, and I didn't even tell Alan this in person, so he's going to hear it here on YouTube. So if you're here on YouTube right now and you also know the Farm on Route 66, go to their latest video, tell them Amry Palmer sent them, and go ahead and ask Alan, do you know about the testers yet? There's 2 of them. I call them the testers. I don't know if they have real names, but here's the real tea on the young horses. I just want to give you guys my perspective and something I just have to say out loud for a sec. I am loving our young horse program. I feel like me and Cisco have been working very hard individually and then partnering up to really make a program that's making these horses solid and safe to go on with. And although we are not perfect and no horse is perfect, and you always have to work through things, we have been working really hard and we're starting to see the results pay off. This year, working with Carrot Cake and Blue Jean after doing so much groundwork with them as yearlings has more than paid off, and to us it's like blowing our mind that these 2-year-olds just act like broke horses. And thank you, Clinton Anderson, thank you, Fallon Taylor, thank you a lot of people. I'm going to talk about people like I know them, and Clinton Anderson and Fallon Taylor don't know me from anyone, but they're my mentors. I listen to them and really look up to them, so I want to thank them. But I also want to take a little moment of self-recognition and say that Cisco and I have been working really hard and it's paying off. And I just want to say this because in 10 years from now, I can't wait to see all the badass things we're doing. So I'm having a little moment so I can take a picture of where we are now and in 10 years, see where we've grown to. I'm not saying in 10 years we're not going to still be growing, but I'm learning and growing so much right now. And I really appreciate you guys being along this journey. You supporting me helps me so much, but also me having a mirror to hold up and kind of push me and do better, that is also so helpful. So I don't know where Cisco stands. I know he's been working really hard as well, and I love that we can work together and bring this all together. I've been riding since I was 6 years old. Cisco's been riding since he was 6 years old. We've been riding since a very young age, and to bring a passion into a career and then do something with it was all I ever wanted. So I'm really excited, and thank you guys for coming along. And in 10 years, we're doing awesome things and reaching more people. I'm going to remember those that were here at the beginning, and you guys are going to remember how we got started. So thank you. Okay, that was personal. Now I know a lot of you are here for the horses, so let's get back to them. We've got 2 other young ones that are 3-year-olds. So they're 1 year older, which means they're just a little more mature and ready for some more time and miles. That would be Charlie Brown and Penny. So Cisco has Charlie Brown. He's been putting lots of miles on him. He's doing really well. I'll capture some footage here and there when I can. But he's going on with him, and it's going to be really fun to see where they are at the end of the summer. I also have Penny, which I got from the farm on Route 66. And I didn't get any video updates of her this week, but put more miles on her and took her outside on a couple trail rides. I did show an update on my YouTube shorts of her leg, so that's healing up nicely. So stay up to date for more colt updates, all the horsey things. We love taking you along the young horses' journeys and to see where they can go. Cisco is quite a bit ahead of me on Blue Jean compared to Carrot Cake. So he has like 10 to 12 rides on her, and for a 2-year-old, that's good. He's done. So we went ahead and turned Blue Jean out to pasture, which means Rooster had to come home because Rooster still got his balls, and we don't want any babies or anything like that. So we're bringing Rooster home and then also switching out Hank. So Cisco's going to go ahead and get started with Hank now, and Blue Jean's done. She's turned out for the summer. So we will keep you updated on pasture horses, switching out, and all of those things. But it is always fun to go check on the pasture horses and do a little update on who's getting kicked out and who's in training. Other than all the horsey things, we did have, well, it's still horsey, but it was one vet trip. And we took Titan to the vet just for a checkup to let him get like a pre-purchase exam and get some blood drawn and just check like the major things to make sure he's okay. And then while we do this, our vet's about 1 hour away. We take a bigger trailer. We usually throw some colts in and give them some patience time. When you're a horse trainer and you got to take one horse somewhere, you throw them all in and call it trailer training. So while we were at the vet, and maybe this was a good thing it happened at the vet, but who knows why things happen. We brought a colt. It was actually the new gal's colt, so learning some lessons right on week 1. We're going for it. But brought him for some patience time. He had been worked the days before, so it wasn't like he was necessarily super fresh. He'd been worked for a couple days. Anyways, go take him to the vet. We're standing there waiting. You know, it takes like half an hour or so to do Titan's thing. In that time, this colt's getting pretty impatient, and he paws his leg through the front of the trailer. I don't know how it got through because we've never ever had this happen before in that trailer, but horses anything can happen, and they can get hurt in a bubble wrap room. We were there to help him, but he kind of thrashed and kind of was scared and ended up skinning that leg. Had to get stitches. Thankfully, we were already at the vet, so they just did it right away. We'll hope that skin wants to reattach to that leg. It skinned like the whole side of his leg. I'll look up the technical terms and add those. But hopefully that reattaches. If not, it'll be a pretty gnarly scar, and I'm sure that Whiskers is not going to stick his legs through any more trailers. But why am I telling you this? Because this is the ugly and the things that a lot of people don't want to show and tell, and it does happen. And this wasn't my horse, but I experience this a lot, and I see horses freak out and hurt themselves. I've been there where my own horses freak out and hurt themselves, and they do this because they're not using the thinking side of their brain. So this is where our training can all come together and in the long run just make a safer horse and a safer environment. Horses cannot learn in their comfort zone because it's comfortable. They're just going to do what they already know. We have to take them out of the comfort zone, teach them something, let them go back to it, and then slowly that comfort zone just builds and gets bigger and bigger till the whole world is their comfort zone. Going to the vet for Whiskers was not his comfort zone. We took him out of his comfort zone, and he needed that experience, and it kind of taught him a lesson. I'm telling you this because that was not pretty, and that was not something I like to share or brag about, and I'm not glad that it happened. I don't like things like that happening. I hate my horses getting hurt. So what would I do in the future to prevent this? I would start as young as I can. The sooner you can start with a horse, the easier it is to gain their trust and their respect, which then you can get them to use the thinking side of their brain so that when things like this happen, they can go a little bit better. I think in Whiskers' situation, if he had not freaked out so much, he wouldn't have skinned his whole leg. He might just have got it through the trailer, but he was really scared and freaking out. We had a hard time getting his leg out. So that's what I would do in the future. This is a learning lesson for me. I was involved. I'm talking to myself right now, but I'm hoping that you guys can learn from it as well. Along the lines of going out of our comfort zone, I want to step out of my comfort zone a little bit. And I know that the more I do this, then the more I'm going to grow. And it's really uncomfortable for me. And it was actually hard for me to even kind of script this video out thinking of going out of my comfort zone because it just made me nervous. But I'm doing it because you guys are here for it, so I'm here for it, and I'm not going to let myself down. So something that has really been a big part of my journey recently, because this whole life thing is just a journey, and I want to eventually just be the best version of myself I can. I don't know if I'll ever get there. I don't know if anyone ever gets there, but I'm working on it, and I want to be the best version of myself, and I want to do good things, and I want to be able to reach all my goals, and I want to feel good. And for me, it was kind of looking at my fitness and taking a little look at health and all those things. So, fitness journey, Amry 2023. It's kind of weird for me to show this, and I have family and stuff that's going to watch this and then they're going to say something, so that's weird, but that's okay. I don't care. I'm here for it. I hope this is motivating you to be the best version of yourself, because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm working hard, and I'm going to be the best version of myself, and I'm stepping out of my comfort zone every day for you guys and for myself. I'm sharing this because maybe some of you have been in my shoes where you actually needed to gain weight instead of lose weight. So you're on your fitness journey and you're feeling how hard it can be, and I'm right there with you. Or maybe some of you just need a little bit of motivation and encouragement to love yourself and to be there for yourself, because you will always be there for yourself, and you can always tell yourself the truth, and you can always support yourself. Thanks a million for being there for me all the time. You guys definitely support me. I hope that me going out of my comfort zone will help give you some fire to go out of yours. People like Clinton Anderson and Fallon Taylor have motivated me to do big things. It's not just those two. Those two just have a big social presence that I look up to a lot. But there are your everyday people, and you look out for those ones too. Cisco, he's a big one. He teaches me things all the time. But I hope that you are finding your people and you're finding your groove, and that you're loving yourself, because that's what we're here for. I am excited to take you along my journey. Make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll catch you next week. Thank you, guys. Oh, and before I forget, Cisco and I also did have the opportunity just last night to go to the Flagstaff Pro Rodeo and watch the final performance. It was the best performance I have been to. And I'm not just saying this, I haven't been to a lot of rodeos, so maybe I don't have a lot to compare to, but it was the best performance I've been to. I really enjoyed it and had a lot of fun. Thank you, Flagstaff, for putting a rodeo on, and I know it's not always been supported here, so I loved seeing a full stadium last night. And for all of you out there, if you ever want to come to the Flag Rodeo, I would definitely recommend. Kristen Dalton has taken charge. She's been the president, and she's really put it on an uphill. So that's exciting for everyone in the rodeo world. The rodeo world is coming back to life. I'm feeling the fire. I feel like Yellowstone kind of got this train rolling, and it's just thank you. I don't care who it is, but I want the Western world to be big and to be alive. So make sure to go to your hometown rodeo and go check it out. Invite your friends, keep rodeo alive, and let's support this awesome industry.
Good to see you. No haters I used to get this, it's okay. That's a good man. Good man.